something else on open education resource that I will talk to you about more deeply, but then you'll see that in a moment. So I will send the link right now. Please check if you have received it. Yes. Please answer. It's very short one. Did you all receive it? Check your spam. Check your spam. Sorry? Beginner's test. Yes, beginner's test. Card, you haven't? That's strange. Isn't she in the list? Beginner's test, yes. Beginner's test.
First question is not multiple choice, right? That makes it hard to answer, actually.
Not multiple choice,
Because
no.
I can't do,
No,
like,
you.
it's not possible.
No. Now you have to
No,
choose one
yeah,
of these
exactly.
for each one.
Okay, exactly. So, see, I put sometimes, and then I want to
Yes.
put sometimes here, and it's gone.
Oh.
That's why.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. I will turn it around and get you another link, okay? It's around. It's the other way around. Sorry about that. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, disregard the first email, the first link, and I'll send you another one. Okay. Is it okay now? 17. 21. You all answer? 23. There's Thomas missing. 24. Did you get it? Twenty-five. 6. 27. Gotta have 32 responses. Twenty-seven to Does anyone didn't get the link? Did everyone get it? Yes. There's some response. Okay, 29. $29, 3 missing. Okay, so let's check the, no, let's connect this. Okay, these are your answers. So, how often do you surf the web looking for educational resources? Well, it seems that a lot of people do. Uh, 18 answers. 18, 6, 12, only 24. No, those. Do you always pay attention to copyright? Never, seldom, sometimes, often. Okay, many people would often. Do you share resources if you find on the web? Sometimes. Most answered. Do you use for yourself content you find on the web? Often, most give an answer. Do you adapt the content you find to your needs? Often also is more give an answer. Do you share educational resources produced or adapted by you? Seldom. Okay, that's strange because you seldom share, but you often get it. See? How important do you find to have resources freely available? 5 is the more common answer. Well, big importance. And do you know common creative licenses? Most of you don't, some do. Okay, Open Educational Resources Organization. Some of you do, and most of you don't. Okay, so now I will start my presentation. Okay, so on Open Educational Resources, I think it's quite easy to imagine what this is about. And after you've seen the test, you've made the beginner's test, let's now see if I can see something from my glasses. Okay, I'm an old person, okay? I need these. So, for those of you who haven't been in schools yet working with children, you will find that most of the time you'll have to produce your own materials to specific students or to a certain class. And you'll find how useful it is for us to go on the web and use somebody else's work, or even if we have to adapt it most of the time we have to adapt it. But you'll see how good that is, that so many people share their work so that you can use it. Okay. Sorry. In Portugal, besides bringing our own devices, and we are talking about the teachers, not the students, because the students have computers in school. Only in high school, they usually take their computers, but in other grades, they don't have to because they have computers to work on school. But we teachers often take our own devices, and we have to bring our own materials. That's what I was talking to you. We have to build the resources to work with the children. Now, I want you to watch this video, which I made for another purpose, but which I think it's quite suitable here. Let's see. Oh, okay, sorry. I should tell you that this is in Portuguese, but it has the subtitles, okay? Ela tem que produzir materiais para as suas aulas, mas tem dificuldade em encontrar recursos que possam utilizar livremente. Hoje ela tem que encontrar imagens para ilustrar uma apresentação que está a construir, mas ela não acha usar imagens que tenham direito de autor. Das suas pesquisas, ela encontrou o seguinte. Licenças para ter pronto são as licenças que os autores atribuem às suas obras quando são desejo. Que apenas seja reduzida a autoria, não serão marcas comerciais, que possam ser partilhadas com as alterações ou que sejam partilhadas com desejas do mesmo tipo. Estas licenças podem ser utilizadas, poder criar, todos os trabalhos encontrados no web sem violar os direitos de autor. Assim está bem. São os 4 R's dos recursos internacionais abertos. Mas o que são os recursos educacionais abertos? São recursos digitais partilhados na web, produzidos por e para educadores e todos os que querem aprender. Podem ser vídeos, músicas, fotos, software e aplicações, e-books, textos, cursos online, uma infinidade de coisas. Que bom, encontrei mesmo o que precisava. Vou poder acabar o meu trabalho rapidamente e estudar agora quero partilhar o meu trabalho para que outras pessoas o possam utilizar, aprender com ele e até melhorá-lo. Vai ficar disponível para todo mundo. Como é de fazer? Licenças de eu usar? Esta ou esta? Já sei. Esta. Tenho que respeitar as licenças das imagens que usei, mas todos vão poder usar o meu trabalho na mesma. Estou tão contente por ter descoberto os recursos educacionais abertos. Vamos poupar muito trabalho e melhorar a qualidade das nossas produções. Muitos professores vão poder poupar muito tempo na preparação das suas aulas. Muitos investigadores vão ter muito mais informação à sua disposição. E as pessoas que não têm possibilidade de se deslocar às escolas ou às universidades vão poder aprender de forma gratuita e melhorar a sua educação. Os recursos educacionais abertos abrem um mundo de possibilidades. Okay, so I wanted to show you something new here. This work as a Creative Commons. Yes. So, what do you think about sharing your work? Since we go to the web to find work, shouldn't we share ours too? What's the benefits? Are there any benefits in sharing our work? For example?
Get some review on your work and see if it's good or not.
Yeah, well, I think personally, I think that's the greatest benefit. You share your work, you get feedback from others, you can improve it, and you can share it again, and so on. And you do the same for others. You pick up others' work, review, and help to improve the quality of the products we share. So this is a concept that it's part of a wider, broader concept, which is open education that aims education for all. As we already spoke when we spoke about MOOCs, we know that education for all is not quite for all, well, but for how many people as we can reach. But that's a different concept. I will not talk about it now. So there's this organization, OER Commons, which is an organization that is an independent education nonprofit organization established in 2002, whose mission is to improve the practice of continuous learning, collaboration, and change in the education sector. It is based in Silicon Valley, California, supports innovative teaching and learning practices throughout the globe, and is well known for its pioneering open education initiatives. It also assists policymakers, governments, foundations, and education institutions in designing, assessing, and bringing continuous improvement to education policies, programs, and practice. It is called, this organization, it is called ISCME, Institute for the Study of Knowledge Management in Education. They started this project OER Commons, which is kind of a platform and we can share our work. We have to register, it's free. You register and you share your work here. See, this video is shared here. Okay, it's here. And then we have the Creative Commons, which is also an organization, non-profit organization, which provides licenses so that we can apply to our work alongside with copyright. It does not substitute copyright, it gives you other options on copyright, okay? And we have, oh, this is the link for the website, and they have different kinds of licenses. Attribution, we can share with only attribution, non-commercial purposes, no derivative works, share alike, but we can combine these licenses. As it was on the video, it was combined attribution, non-commercial, and share alike, which means you have to share others' work as it is. You may not change it. And the license, that's the link for the page where we can get the license. How do we get the licenses? We go here, we select a license, and it gives you a link in the HTML language so that you can embed it on your work. Okay, here choose a license. I think this is on the Prezi either. Oh, so it's in Portuguese. I'll change it here. So you choose what you want to do. Allow adaptations, yes. Allow commercial uses, no. And it gives you this HTML code which you embed in your work. But I think I've got it here too. No. So you have to go here. And then you copy this code and embed it. It gives you also the image. You can share it with the image or just the text. Okay. In this Creative Commons website, you also have kind of repository for other sites, our websites, which have resources that are free, that you can use free, don't have to, and they are together with by categories: media, image, media also, music. So the music from the video was from SoundCloud, and all of these sites where you can get free resources, if not restricted copyright. Well, you can't see it quite well, do you? This is a page of the Horizon report that Nicholas and Tim showed us the other day. It has a common license report. Can't see it. It's here. Common license. Doesn't have the picture. It has the text. It is shared with. It is shared with. Okay. Permission is the license. Permission is granted under Creative Commons Attribution 4.0, which is the latest. Okay, too. That's the terms of the license, although it has no picture. Okay, see, this is some game I made for my children. I shared it with this license. This is another one I shared on SlideShare, and I applied. Since this was not all of mine, right? These pictures are not mine, I use them. And so I shared it with a share alike and authoring. And if you see my blog, which I use for the program, I have a license with, it is licensed with authoring and non-commercial. So we can use it and change it. Any questions about the Creative Commons before I go on?
What about choosing the license when you use other materials and they have also licenses, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to share alike. You have to share alike. You have to use the same license that he has used in his work. For instance, my work, when it's called on that sign, share alike, you must share in the same terms. Okay? Any other questions? Yes?
Share your presentation on slideshare and so on, you always use the Creative Commons license and you sign it in your presentation?
Well, I often do this. Sometimes I forget. Well, you don't. If you don't say anything, you have the default license, which is copyright reserved. Everything on the web is copyright. We just have to be aware and pay attention to which license it is shared. If it doesn't have nothing clearly, it is by default copyright reserved.
And do you know something about these videos when you took this code and you put it in your work? And this video doesn't have Creative Commons license. Is it okay or not? We are arguing about
YouTube videos.
For example, YouTube.
Yes, YouTube videos, as everything else, by default they have copyright reserved, unless they have other terms explicit. If you have, you cannot download it, but you can show it. But you have always to mention where did you get it from. This is valid for videos or everything else.
We are arguing in Estonia about this. If it's you don't have it in your project really, it's somewhere.
Other hosted.
Yes. So we don't know.
Well,
it's in discussion in Germany about sharing videos, YouTube videos on Facebook. If you have to be aware of the copyright, or if it's okay to share.
Yeah.
Somehow the problem is embedding. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay?
It's okay if you mention where you get it from, or if you click it and go to the original place where it is. It's okay. You're not saying it's yours. The problem is about this is her video. No, it's not. You always have to know that video or anything else. The rules are the same for every kind of resources, not only videos. So it's important for us to know where we can get materials that we can use freely, because most of the times we download things, right? So if they are available for free, there's no problem in downloading. There are a lot of websites which aggregate many resources that are freely usable. And I show you, okay, in that in the website of Creative Commons, you have some links. One of them is to this page where the pictures is images. This it's only for images, open clip art, and they are aggregated by categories and collections. And this is a really cool website. This is mainly software, apps and software. Most of them you can download it. Others are online, but they are almost, most of them are software to download, aggregated by categories too. Many software programs to do whatever you want, crosswords, puzzles, um, software, speech to text, text to speech, many tools to work with children with difficulties or regular children, many resources. Yes, free resources. Some of them have paying versions, but I believe that all software which is available here has a free version. Some of them are completely free, and some have free versions and paying versions. Cool tools for schools. It's quite there's a lot of
kind of license. How are they licensed, those programs? Do you know that? Need to check that.
The companies.
There's no Creative Commons license for programs, is there?
No, I don't think so. But the companies, some companies provide free software.
And you're allowed to adapt them?
No, this is software. It's not to adapt. This is software. These are not resources. This is software.
Yeah, but there are also some software licenses, if I'm well informed, which allow you to modify the code and then share it again.
Oh,
Like
that's
like
for you. That's for you guys from the ITs. We're just users. So, okay, no, but I mean, this is for users, where software for users to create resources, but as users, not to.
Not open source.
No, they're open source. Yeah, open source. Yes, a freeware. But not to work with, not to work within the programs, but to work with the software, to create resources, not to. Okay, so these are some of the combinations of the Common Creative licenses. This one, public domain, no restrictions at all. Some things have these license. No restrictions at all. Use it as you like it. Okay, so do you know? Can you tell me what this means? This license means what? You have to
Tell who had made it.
right. Authoring. Okay. This one, non-commercial, share alike. Okay. Here, same thing, but this one's different.
You can't change it.
Right, non-derivative. So these are some of the combinations. Oh, Sarah, sorry?
Just one thought on that
Yeah.
share alike
Yeah.
model.
Yeah.
Is it really improving education resources if you're not allowed to?
No, you have to share the
I
same
know,
terms. In the
understand,
same terms, you may change the product. You just have to share it the same way the author shared it.
Just with the same license.
The same license, yes.
Okay,
Yes. This one is the one you cannot change.
There's a difference. Thanks.
Yes. This one you have to share it the same license. This one you have to share it without changing it. Okay. Any other question? Okay. I shared this Prezi with this kind of license. I shared it. Well, yes, it's in. I will share it on my blog either.
Why did you not share it on CC5? Just.
Haven't yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, but yeah, I will. Okay. Now you will get on your email again another. Oh, I will take this. Not yet. It's not there yet. It's not there yet.
Big screen.
I'm a little scared.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm going to jail.
You only go to jail if the author finds you. It's not kind of. It's not a question of. It's not a question about Bella. I'm answering to you. It's not a question of going to jail. It's a question that you respect others' work as much as you want others to respect your work you share. And it's a question about, oh God, it's so good that I go on internet and I find everything I need. Just make a little change here, a little change there. Okay, so if I do that with others' work, then I must share my work either, so that the others can do the same.
But for me, it's more important to respect the others than go to the jail. Because if I have conscience that I'm not respecting, it's a thing. But if I'm not that conscious, but no, with your presentation, and it's not for you being a Portuguese one and my friend, but I think that your presentation it's touched a very sensitive point that maybe the and I'm talking about my example. I don't have the all knowledge to know consciously that I'm doing something right or wrong. And from this moment, maybe I'm going to start to think about it.
Yeah, when you have any doubts, you don't know what license you should apply, you just put a share like a license. All things well.
I'm going to leave it to you.
Okay, so let me share the link. I hope this one is no errors. So, okay.
Oh my God.
Did you get it? No? Did you? Sorry? You got it? Okay, thank you. I got it too, so we must all got it. Just kidding. Thomas, I'm sorry, it's not on there, but it's on purpose. Didn't you get it? Why? Why? I'm sharing it with a list.
List doesn't work for me always.
No.
I have some problems.
Okay, send me your. Tell me your. Okay, write it. Yes.
It's easier. Like this, yes.
No, no, no.
No. Sorry.
Esqueci-me, foi no corpo do mail, não foi? Mas foi, não foi?
Eu acho que vou ter 5%.
Card? Got it?
Not yet.
Oh,
I don't know what.
is it on spam? Spam?
No,
No.
nothing spam. Just something's wrong with my mailbox always. Nothing yet. I don't get my mails. It's okay.
But you got the other one.
Yeah. 1 second.
Okay, you come here and you answer here. Come. You answer. You answer here. Yes. Don't go because you have another one to answer. Might as well stay here.
Too many tests for me.
No, this is not a test. No, no. Let me see it. Okay, you will sit and then you come back. Okay? Although I'll take my computer to you. That's okay. Let me see the answers. Okay, 25. $27, okay. Maybe I should give you the right answers because I'm seeing here some wrong answers.
Normal education process.
Yes, of course.
You should not expect 100%.
No, wait.
Chega aqui.
Okay, so first image, right answer. Yes. Share allowed with authoring identification. Second one, share alike. But so many answers, share allowed only under feedback. No, share alike. Check the image. Non-commercial purposes. What does OER mean? Open educational resources. Just kidding with this question. And open education, main purpose, education for all. Congratulations, you're a good student. So you don't need a tutorial anymore. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to answer another questionnaire, not a test, just an evaluation questionnaire. The Portuguese team, we decided to ask you to give us feedback from our presentations, okay? Yes, all of us are going to ask you to give us a little feedback. All our questionnaires might not be exactly the same, but similar, but adequate to our presentations, yes?
Yeah, I really like the presentation and the way you started it with that short
Questionnaire?
Yeah, exactly. Because it was good to see that a lot of us actually do not know a lot about open education resources, which is really interesting, I think, because it's an important subject which we should discuss maybe more about.
Yeah.
Because it's getting important, and more important, definitely. So yeah, the way you made it was really fine.
Thank you. So you may express yourself on the questionnaire I'm going to send you, okay? So please check your email again with Oh, no, I didn't want to show you this. Sorry. It's not for you to see. Forgot. Okay, here you must have it on your emails now. Yes?
You talk about this open sources and all, brought to my mind the idea that the softwares to detect plagiarism are
Yes.
becoming more and more proficient and more expensive, in fact. And this one, what is the use of this program if everything should be would be open? And the other one reflection that I have is about the reliability of sources, because as a researcher, I always advise my students to search for reliable sources. Um, and there is this myth that only highly rated journals are reliable sources. What do you think about that? I don't totally agree, but.
Yes. Well, I think we should, of course, we should be very careful about oh God, about our sources where we get the things from. I often do this. I get an article or a video, and I get the author, and I try to find some information on the author, and that gives me kind of a guideline to see if it's reliable or not. Most of the times, the resources are connected to universities from all over the world. That gives me some safety. But yes, we must check the sources, of course.
Yeah, and for example, if you see the impact of Wikipedia, and there are a lot of studies that the quality of Wikipedia articles are often comparable to stuff which is produced at universities.
That's the first. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the first site I check. Is always check first on Wikipedia. Then I compare Wikipedia information with information get from. If it matches, okay. And there's very often on Wikipedia you got the sources where the information comes from. So it is reliable. Sometimes it is reliable. We have to be careful. Some years ago, or some 2 or 3 years ago, there was news on TV news that some information from Wikipedia was totally wrong. Something about Portugal history, totally wrong. A big mistake, huge mistake. It was on Wikipedia. Someone put it there, and just for fun. But most of the information on Wikipedia is reliable. Yes, if it has the information where it comes from, and then when you can go there and check.
It's just for a first step. I don't want
Yes.
to clarify, but the project and the idea behind this really important.
Yes, and we can contribute to.
Question
Let's
about
go
the
ahead.
situation in Portugal. Because in Germany, right at the moment, there are a lot of projects to develop open OER school books and stuff like that. Really, yeah, books as you know them, school books. Are there any comparable projects in Portuguese as well? Maybe?
Well, not on school books, no, because the publishers, they're
exactly.
and they're a great lobby in Portugal, publishers, great lobby. They provide, along with the school books in printed editions, they always provide the CD or DVD, but you have to buy the book to get the DVD, so it's all included, but not on open resource.
I can say something else. With the educational technological plan in Portugal, that at this moment
Kind of.
stopped, but because of the financial constraints. But it was built the portal, the schools portal. We don't have textbooks, but teachers share with other teachers lots of material, and it's a way to find and to share with colleagues and with teachers what we do with our pupils and with our students.
do they also share on the
Yes,
CC?
because the problem sometimes is that there is not much material in Portuguese. So teacher must share what they do, and this is a way because the schools have also, or some schools say that this is good for to share in the portal. This is not good to share in the portal. So somehow it is reliable information that we find there. And I think this is a process all over the world. Institutional repositories also are an important way to share with others what we are doing, not only top institutional reviews, but also institutional repositories. But at the levels at
Secondary schools,
yes,
yeah,
primary schools and secondary schools, we have the schools portal.
we do.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
We have
Como?
yes.
Ah,
There are-
portal.
there are
Okay,
scholars.
okay. I didn't understand the name. I'm sorry.
The name in portal.
Yes. Yeah.
Without the scholars, it's schools portal.
Okay, but this is a
It's an aggregate information that people.
But most of the time, we share resources illegally. Illegally.
they're not licensed under CC
Yes.
license.
No.
Yeah.
But in the portal, yes, they are.
But at least there is a platform where teachers exchange
Yes,
about.
yes.
Yeah, I would change. Do our colleagues in present in the same school, we work together in the, but not in the,
In a private way, not.
yes, in the,
open
yeah, in the
all over the country.
small case. It's just something I'd like to say about Wikipedia, something else. When I said it's the first time I go check for something is on Wikipedia, but I never give it as a source. You know, I always go to the main source and refer it. Now, yeah.
Because it's actually a resource. So when if you send an article to a highly rated journal, it will not receive the article if you have
If you refer
this
Wikipedia.
kind of sources
Yeah.
in your work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you need to cite. We have a very specific code for citing. That's actually an American one. American Psychological Association designed this code, and it has everything in it.
Yes, we use it to. Yes, European. Yeah, we use it too. The American code.
If you have this kind of references there, no highly rated journal would receive your work.
Yeah.
Can I just raise a more basic question? I have the impression that there is no feeling about light sensing. I'm sitting here right now for a week. I haven't seen at least on one presentation. Oh, you had, right. So one presentation, I've seen Creative Commons or at least some licensing. It's the same with I'm not blaming anybody. It's the same with my students. Nobody has a feeling about licensing. If they want music, they go on the internet to download it. If they want the movie, they go on the internet and download it. They don't care because they say, well, what will happen? Nothing. So there is no feeling about licensing and also giving something away. I'm always torturing my students when they make a project that they have to write licensing there. And that's the first thing what I'm checking when I get it. And in 99.9% that is missing.
I already told that. And now I'm starting to torture myself first. And
then go to train.
Because it's a question. What?
And then go to train.
Yes. It's a question of education. And the teacher could only educate his students if they the owners if the teacher knows and practices that.
Yes.
It's,
By example.
Cristina,
Teach by example, right?
it's the first step.
Yes.
Of the life.
You ask me, and I go to your school and make a presentation on Creative Commons.
And it's the same on the university level. We all use Moodle, I suppose. At least in our case, and I heard from many other institutions as well, Moodle is in 90% or even more just Dropbox stuff. You know, people are just putting material there. That's it. They call it e-learning. I don't call it e-learning, but anyway. And I don't know how many percentage of this 90% of what is there is illegal. I even study at the university. We get some very awfully scanned PDF books, which are of course not legal and so on. So they don't care, and that's really a problem. Because if we live it like this already at the university, how can we expect our students to be different? If the students see it, they will be teacher in the future. So why students in the school should be different if the teacher is not different? And of course, we have this huge discussion about, I don't know, licensing of various things. Apple and Google, they are fighting in court. But, you know, even it's all the time in the news, there's still no sensibility about it. And other thing, because, well, Creative Commons is great and open educational resources are wonderful. What I'm still missing a little bit is some platform which is used for open educational resources. If I would like to download a movie, I can go to various platforms and I get it. If I would like to have an open educational resource, I'm screwed.
You have this platform, Open Education Resources.
Yeah, but just
OER Commons, it's downloadable.
Yeah, but still not widely used. I want
No, not widely
material
used. So, yeah.
and some keywords for materials on that you can find at the different licenses, some search engine. As I said, if you want a movie to download, you find various search engines. If you want something legal, then you are
very few. Yeah. Well, there's 30 and something of us here. We can start spreading the word and sharing this platform, OER Commons, where we can put our work and get others' works. So if each one of us spreads to 30 others, 900 and so on.
And by the way, you know, on YouTube there are two licenses. There's the standard YouTube license and Creative Commons license. By default, everything what you upload is YouTube license. You are not allowed to show it in school.
We are blocked in school. We cannot use YouTube.
Yeah, but even if you can, like here, it's illegal. Only YouTube videos which are not Creative Commons are not allowed to be shown.
Have you ever tried to upload a video? You may think this. You made a video and you applied some music you downloaded from internet. Famous soundtrack. And you apply to your video, you cannot upload it with sound. YouTube blocks the sound. It happened to me.
Actually, I even had the same problem here with one of the videos that we made here because everything is recorded. Because I put everything under the Creative Commons license because I want that it can be used as well. And one of the presentations was with some music, and the music was automatically recognized, and this function that I make with Creative Commons was automatically blocked on YouTube. So it's checked.
Okay, no, it's over. Or anything? Anyone wants to say anything else? So I ask you. But have you already answered the presentation feedback questionnaire? Oh, okay. Car, did you get it?
Not yet.
Okay, please.
It's coming, I'm sure, because the last one
Came now.
Yeah,
okay,
now.
if you want to ask to answer it. Okay, so that's why it takes a while. Okay, so let me just check the answers, just to see if, how many.
Can I raise one? I don't know if
yes,
you already talked about it.
Okay, I only have 14 answers. Come on, guys. 14 answers. Come on. Didn't you get the link?
No.
No? You didn't? Oh, yours is going to Romanian back, like hers, perhaps. But you got the other one?
We could put it on the back channel.
Okay, I can put in the back channel.
Did you also discuss if it's necessary to make open educational resources with open tools?
Yeah, yeah. Open tools, yes. Okay, where do I get that? Mm, 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 mm. It's not connected.
Yeah, well, that's
Should I announce the break?
you want to have the speed break, I guess. So we want people to hear. I just had the idea.
Well, 17 answers. I just wanted to share the link if someone's not getting it. You already got it?
Not yet.
Okay. If you want, you can come here and answer.
Share the link back channel maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can re-establish our back channel from the last week. And just go to the